This is the appendix of the video. It will be available at the start of every video explaining how to work. So if you already saw it, you can basically skip it. So just introduction, this video is, so all of the videos are separated in 3 different categories. The first one is basics. So the basics, I'll be teaching some basics QA knowledge that I can share. So anyone that is an introduction in their area is just joining the QA area. We have a knowledge and understanding about what it is, how to expect, how to be a good QA, and some tips. So yeah, that is the one. All the categories will be 1, 2, and 3. The second one will be a high level, so it would be more some complex topics be talking about. So anyone that is interested in some dive a little bit deeper in the QA knowledge. So I'll be sharing some thoughts on that. And 3 is just a reflexive some thinkings about what is happening, some enterprise, some scenarios that happens in real life my company had went through, and some others that I went through while working as a QA or as a teacher. And I'll be sharing what I learned, what I can take out from that. So it's more a discussion than a teaching lesson. So I can be wrong in all of the 3 topics, so on all of the 3 categories. So anyone can share any thought would be welcome. So any critics, any good and bad reviews will also be a knowledge, because it's always good to learn. So yeah, enjoy it. This is a tier 1 video. We're going to be talking about API. So if you know nothing about API, don't worry, we're going to be cover everything here. The only pre-knowledge you are required to is to know what is a QA. Oh, I'd say the only one, but no, there's a little bit more than that. But yeah, you need to know what is a QA, how to be a QA, and you need to understand what is web testing. So yes, web testing is an important knowledge because we are going to start from that, from web testing. So if you have no idea how to do web testing, so yeah, this video is not for you, unfortunately. If you know and you are going to be just introduced to API testing, you're in the right video. So yeah, in the right place. So yes, welcome. First thing I want to clear is some of you guys are mentioning this thing in my wall as something as a dirty in the camera, but no, this is not. This is just a nail in the wall. Then I can hanging something there. I do have some pictures right there that I might be hanging sometime. But yes, until now, no. There will be just an empty with a nail waiting there. So yeah, no, this is not dirty. Yeah, I can. Okay, not dirty. This is the last time you're going to be seeing me in the screen because we're going to be switching to my PC view, my notebook view, because yes, this is an API testing class, so there's no need to see my face. So yes, see you guys just in a second, but without my face. So welcome to my whiteboard. Yes, I'm a kind of rusty. I'm a kind of old person, so I like to use a whiteboard to draw some stuff. Then you guys can see and understand what I'm doing it, and I think it's easy to teach. Just have something to draw. So let's start with the basics. So what is API testing? So for as pre-knowledge, I require you to study. If you don't study, so yes, you need to get back that and study that. And you know that we have this. What is web testing? So web testing is when you have a web page and you need to see if everything is working. Like, and click this button. I type. Let's change for horse. So horse definition. Hit enter, and yes, everything that I wanted is available here. So yes, this is the surface of web testing. There are more than that. This is just for you to understand from where I'm going to start from. So you know that this is web testing. So what is API testing? Is what is happening before the scenario when web testing hits. It's when there is like, as an example, two developer teams, uh, one developer team, oh, my pen's here, yeah, my pen. Okay, one developer team is assigned to create the web page. Oh, I need something to write better. Uh, oh my god, okay, I hope you guys understand. Some developer teams are responsible for web page, and another developer team are responsible for backend stuff. So and by backend stuff, they generate APIs for us to be able to interact. They generate endpoints. Then we can access. Then web can access to have information such as an example here. Just example we just did is a web page have a search field. Search field. Oh boy. No, yes. This is better. Yeah. Have a search field, and in the search field, if I type something and hit a button, where's my button? And hit this terrible button. The API, the web, will send a request to API, and API will answer back to web the answer. That is exactly what is happening here. So I type something, I hit search. This everything that I typed here is sent to an API. There is a conversation in the backend and sent back. And yeah, these are done by two different teams. But there is a time, some of the times that happens that web stuff is way more complex than API stuff. And so this is what you have. So this is everything you have though. So the API team finished their job, the backend team finished their job, and you need to take a look. So this is not the only scenario, of course. There's also a scenario that you need to validate that if the API is taking care of everything and not relying everything on web. This is important. So and like an example, I cannot show this example here, but let's take care. Let's consider a phone number field. For a phone number field, if you type something like it's allowing you to type numbers, but if you try to type letters, any kind of word, it will be blocked. So you cannot. So that is a front end barrier. There is a front end limitation that the front end developers do for two reasons. One is for avoiding you to type like your name in under the phone number field, because that's not the optimal stuff. And so you can understand that is the phone number you need to type there. And it's also a way to help the backend, help the API to take care of trash information for. It's not trash. I don't know if trash information is the better word for that, but that is the word that I'm thinking right now. So, yeah. They take care of the bad information. Yes. The bad input for the users they are going through. So the front end manage take care of some of them, but API all the backend also needs to take care of that of those scenarios. So sometimes you need to just ignore the front end to be able to validate that in the back end. So now let's go just explaining in another draw, a little bit better draw, then you guys can understand that. So this is our front end. Oh boy. Oh, the other layers. I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, so this is our front end. This is our back end. Here. This is our back end. And as I already told you guys, this is the there's a conversation happening here. So you send a message, you send an answer. Oh, you send an answer. Yeah. Sometimes the front end will send a message, but there will be no answer from the back end. And this is fine. Sometimes this is expected. But yeah, usually we'll have the flow of oh boy, yeah, the flow of send a message, get an answer, and do what you need to do. The front. Let's write here. Oh, right. No, I don't think that's front. Yeah, let's stick to front. And here is back. Oh boy. Back. Okay, forgive me, guys. I'm using the mouse pad to do this kind of thing, this beautiful thing. So, no one will know this is an F. Okay, this is the front end, this is the back end. There's a conversation happening between both of them. But sometimes, as I already explained it, this is not ready. So you cannot QA here. You cannot do your QA work here. And you need to take care directly here. This is the scenario A. The scenario B is you want to understand what is happening here without this one taking care of everything. So you just ignore this guy and work directly with the conversation between the backend. Now let's delete a lot of things. I hope I remember exactly what to delete. Back, starting from here. Okay, nice. Okay, so when you don't have the backend, the front end, you need to choose another tool to talk with the backend. This is where some tools I will be presenting here. Two tools for you guys. Two tools, but I understand there are more in the market, but I will stick with these two because yeah, to be easy for understanding, and then if you guys have any questions, we can stick with the same two, which are Postman and Swagger. So yeah, I don't know if you guys already heard about these names, but yes, Postman and Swagger are the ones we are going to stick through. These two, let's call it just two. This two will kind of mock the oh boy. Let's stick with T because yeah, I don't want to waste so much time writing now. Okay. This tool will mock the front end. Will looks like from backend. Backend will think we'll be talking with front end. Backend will think we'll be talking with this guy, but in fact we'll be talking with our tool. So okay. So this tool will take place of the front end and will directly talk with the backend. So that's how it does. So just for you guys to understand a little bit better about what is happening here. So this conversation that is happening here, let's go to here. So in Google, if you press F12 in Chrome browser, if you're using another browser, the key might be different. You will see this thing. This thing is called DevTools. Developer Tools. This is a tool to help developers and QAs and any other IT area that will handle web stuff to understand what is happening, understand overall understanding. I'm not explaining that much about DevTools because that is not the focus here. So there's a lot of things you can poke around here. No, I will not be explaining all that because we are doing API testing. So we are working about what's happening here in Network tab. Network tab is exactly the what are seeing right now. So this is remember when I was explaining there's a conversation happening between the front and the back end. Yes, this is happening right here. So here you can see live the conversation happening. Let's clear this. So I want to see like if I just click here, it's generating a conversation. So I'm just clicking in the search field. It's generating a conversation between the front and the back end. Yeah, this is what is happening. This is what the front end is sending. Yes, there is this all weird ladder because it's all weird words because most companies encrypt this data to avoid any kind of leak, any kind of the person getting something that it should not. Like this one is not, so it is web. Just telling for the Google server that I'm using a web browser to click in the search field. So maybe if I was using a phone and I click, this request will have like mobile here instead of web. So if I go, let's clear this and let's type SEO. SEO definition. SEO definition Bible. Okay. SEO definition. If I hit enter button, you're going to see a lot of requests here because it is this conversation that is happening between front and back end. I will not, I might be, yeah. So let's hit and see what's gonna happen. So hitting here, as you guys can see, there's a lot of requests happening. So some of them are images. So if you hit on preview on, some of them are some code, some of them have images. Yeah, we'll not be able to see here, unfortunately. But yes, this is the whole conversation. Oh, this is this. So you can be thinking in, hey, teacher, so this means I'm seeing directly what Google API is talking with me, talking with my web browser. Yes, this is exactly that. So if I just copy this curl and go to Postman. So yeah, I talked about that. I talked about using that, but I didn't present that to you guys. So yeah, this is Postman. Click in import, paste the curl I was using. I will explain a little more about Postman just after I hit this send. And this is exactly the answer I get. So this is the exact same answer because this is Google thinking that I'm using a web browser and I'm sending this message with a lot of these parameters, and Google is sending me this answer. So maybe this, if I copy and paste here in the browser, I will see exactly what I'm seeing right here because this is HTML. And to HTML understanding, you guys might miss. If you guys do not understand what is an HTML, you might miss the web QAing requirement that I just did, that I mentioned at the start of this class. So yeah, get back there and study web testing. Now let's talk a little bit about Postman. To explain that Postman is a guy that we're going to use to mock the web, the front end, web, back end, servers, codes, and stuff like that. So front end is this, back end we cannot see. So this is not back end. This is just the conversation. Oh, there is something reading here. Okay, let's continue. So this is Postman, and we're talking that. So this conversation is exactly what we are seeing right here. So this is what I'm sending. This is what I'm receiving. This is what I'm sending, payload. This is what I'm receiving. So exact the same. Exact the same behavior of sending and receive. So Postman, here we have a history of everything that you did, every request that you sent. You can create new requests from that will be presented with this screen. You can import, which is exactly what I did. You can create an account, so it's not required for you to have an account to use Postman. You can just download it and start using right away. And yes, that's the overall thing you need to know about Postman. Now let's explain a little bit more about what is inside, what is right here. I tried to not extend too much this class because the video will be like an hour long, and I don't want that. I know that I talk too much. I like to talk, but yes, I cannot extend myself too much because no one will have enough time to watch this. So okay, let's so request is what uh, you are telling the backend what exactly do you want it. So a get is I want to see something, I want to receive an information about something. This is a get. A post message is I want to add something, I want to include something new in the server. So the API send a post request. A so just an example for you guys to understand. When I see google.com, I'm seeing because I get a get. So I send a get to the Google and I got an answer with the Google homepage. When I type something, like in a register field, so I want to register a new user. I want to create a new user. I use a post. So when I hit the button register user, I'm sending a post to the API to create a new user in the database. Yeah, it was not directly. I hit create user, and because it's a post, will create direct in the database. No, the backend will understand all the information you're sending from the parameters. So and will generated you an answer. This answer can be user created with success, or maybe an error happened. I don't know, you missed the field, the name field. And how the backend know you are missing this kind of information, because it's right here. So it's on the parameters section. So as an example, that I was just talking about registration stuff. Let's imagine this is a post for us, a website that we call I don't know, adopt a pet.com. No idea if the site exists or not, but yeah, let's imagine this one, dash registration. So yeah, we're going to send for this site web page. I want to send it's an example name, so my name for Jason. Name is Clara. So yeah, I'm sending this thing and to the adopt a pet, and adopt a pet will receive this. Oh, name Clara. Okay, is the name correct? Yes. Is the name valid? So valid is that is not something like that in the name. Yes. So yes, let's create a user with name Clara. So yeah, it is missing password field, email, or things like that. But it's just for sake of understanding what how post communication happens. Let's get back to this. No. Okay. And and I'm gonna explain. But I will not explain the other ones because there's no viable time enough. But these three are the most ones you guys are going to use. But delete is something when you're going to delete something. Head is almost the same thing as a get, but just the header. But yeah, let's go for put. Put is a request that you want to update something. So you are going to use a post to create something, and you're going to use a put to update something. So yeah, I created my user, but I changed my mail address because the old one was terrible. I didn't like that other mail, so I just created a new one. So you go there to the edit profile field in a web page, edit your email and send update email. Or this is also apply for update password. So this will send a put request to the backend guys, the backend server. And the backend will understand that you want to update something, not create something new. And we'll do an update from user if everything is correct based on what the backend is expecting for you to send. I'm not covering what is expected or not for backend to send because this is a material for another video that I'll be doing for some hack techniques. Because yes, it's using some backend stuff, some API stuff. So yeah, I've left for that one. This category 2 video. This one is a category 1. It's just an introduction. You guys can always ask in the comment section here in this video, then I will explain a little bit better about something, or maybe schedule a mentoring or a teaching which I can assist you directly. Maybe if it is a lot of persons that want a mentoring, instead of booking a time for everyone and grab money for everyone, which is something that will be good, but no, I'm not doing that. I will, instead of that, schedule a whole class to teach everyone together how to do that. Will be way smart use of my time and your guys' time as well, because I think it's good to learn together with someone. If you don't want me to do that, you can mention that in the email, and I will book a time especially for you. But yes, let's get back here. So I explained about get, put, and post. Get, put, post, and put. These other ones, just scratching. So okay, so just scratching up. So I already explained about get, post, and put. Now I'm going to explain. Just going through just quickly here, then you guys can understand. To not take a lot of time, but I don't want to left things not well explained. Options is when you want to know which of these guys the server accept. So if the server accept a get, there will be an answer in the options mentioning that. And yes, ahead is almost the same thing as a get, but you were only receiving the header, not the whole body. I think I can send a head here. So this is everything. And oh, if I click on value, oh no, I cannot see. If I send a head, it will also work. Let me see, check. Yeah, because it's just the header. There is no body. There's just the header because it's in a head. Okay, get. I got a header and I got a body. Okay. Delete is when I want to delete something. So I want to delete my user. I'm going to send a delete with my user information. A patch is when I want to do some small updates. And I use a patch. So it's almost like a put, but different. Some like the head and get. So yeah. Okay, side note here. I didn't like the explanation I gave for put, patch, and delete method. And I also think the explanation about the JSON was not that good. So yeah, I will make a separate video explaining a little bit more about that. Because this video I was trying to explain a lot of things at the same time, and yeah, I didn't like it, and yeah, I will give a better one. So yeah, just yeah, I didn't like that. Just scratching up the other methods for you guys to understand. Now let's extend. Let's cover specifically for this tree how the request looks like. So keep that in mind. A get request will have parameters. So may have parameters because it's not mandatory, but will never have body. So yes, a get request will never have a body. If it has a body, or is a post or is a put, because parameters is when you're doing when you are guiding the front, you are guiding the backend to understand what you want, and the body is you mentioning to the backend what you want to be added or what you want to be updated. So yes, get no body, post yes you do have a body. Usually the body are JSONs. So this is the JSON structure, variable and value. So yeah, this is your overall JSON structure. So you have a separation here. or variable true, value true. So you can have a lot of different kind of inputs for a JSON. So you must have this structure, which is keys, open and close, a variable and a value. If you add some double quotes, it will be a string. If not, it will be an integer. If you add something like that, oh boy, what have I? Oh, if you add something like that, this will be a decimal value, which is also accepted, and I can even have more a chain of keys here. So like yes, as an example here, this can be name, age, pay rate, and this can be responsibilities. So as a responsibility, we can add position, tester. Yeah, this is just an example how to use or what can be done in post request. So when you're going to QA something, you need to validate it, all this. So you need to know all the types of inputs possible for a JSON. There are more, but I will let you guys to dig a little bit more on that to understand. This is just a video on YouTube, so yeah, mentoring is meant for this reason. So yes, this is going to be send a post. This also could be a put based on functionality from the backend, based what the backend is expecting for you to send. And as I explained it way earlier, I don't know if you guys remember, we have Postman, but we also have Swagger. And this is Swagger. Swagger have already all the APIs already in place. It can work like a documentation for APIs. So this is a post for pet ID upload image. Oh, this is why I was using adopt a pet, because the API I got was pet store. Just explaining this thing is the same as adopt a pet. So this is the URL for the server, and after the dash here, whatever the bar, is the API endpoint. So this is the API endpoint for registration. So URL, endpoint path. So all this generated the endpoint URL. So going here, pet.swagger.io is the URL for the server, and these are the path for the endpoint. So endpoint pet, pet ID, upload image, pet. There's also a put for pet, update an existing pet. So you guys remember when I was explaining, a put is when you can update, when you want to update something, and post is when you want to add something, want to include something new. So a get is when you want just to see something. So yeah, I don't want to add a pet or include a pet or something like that. I just want to find a pet. So yes, this is the what I'm going to use. So yes, the Postman works exactly like Swagger, but Swagger is a little bit easier to handle because there's already everything documented here. So this is the ID, this is the variables you need to send to the post request. So here, the body, yes. I send the name, age, pay rate, responsibilities. Here I'll be sending right here. So the pay rate will be here, and you're going to type the pay rate here. Additional metadata data, you're going to add here like age, or so this is exactly the same as this fields for you to pick. Not exactly this field, but will be in this position. You can hit like try out here as an example, pet ID 1, and yes, that's all. Execute. And if everything I did is correct, which is there is no results for that, will generate me result code of 200 if everything run correctly, like what is here. And if everything goes wrong, we'll generate this one or any other one that is mentioned in the documentation. So yeah, I don't know how long is this video, but I think it's getting really long. So this is just an introduction for API. So hope by this you guys understand a little bit more how to use, how to do API testing, how to what is an API. So if someone tells you about this, you're going to be at least know what it is about. Yes, I could be talking way more. I could be exploring way more these endpoints. This one I got from Swagger homepage. This is just for testing purpose. There's also this other side. There's public APIs. So there's a lot of APIs here. Public access. Some use APIs. Some use Swagger. Some others not. So here you can see a GitHub page. So maybe documentation is on GitHub instead of Swagger. But yes, that's all. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I might be doing another video to explain a little bit better what you guys did not understand. Yes, I'm using more comfortable having someone directly to teach, because the person will send me the question. I can go back and explain everything needed. But yes, this is a YouTube video. I cannot do that. So yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. If if you want me to to dig a little bit more about specific topics. And yes, see ya guys. Bye bye. Oh, let me drop because you cannot see me, so not able to see me waving to you guys, saluting you guys. So oh yeah, my alarm is popping out of my head. So yeah, this is the first one, and this is the second. Yeah, bye bye, bye bye.